Hey guys, what's up? It's Quentin Drew here. I think this is going to be box number 28. I want to say box number 28, but I'm not completely certain on that. Of pennies and nickels as usual. This was a pretty decent box actually. No silver, but I did score quite a bit of miscellaneous things. And this is my pile of wheat pennies, by the way. I didn't rearrange them just because they're pretty much all 40s and 50s. But let's dig in here, guys. Got some nicer looking 1970 cents. There's a 79, an 81, really nice looking 62D, 75, which I might toss that one back, decent looking 82P, this really nice looking 72D, may toss that one back. It looks like it may have been cleaned or something at one time. Just uneven, luster and stuff, if you even want to call that luster. Plus it's a pretty low uncirculated if it is. 1984 P, decent shape. I don't know why I kept that actually. Looking at it through the viewfinder, it actually does even look uncirculated, but okay. 1978, pretty decent shape. 74, and a 64, and I think that's going to be a D. Yeah, it's a 64D. In pretty decent shape as well. I got two lowball coins, and I wanted to show you guys these. I've been kind of just looking out for these, kind of like, what the heck. This is a 70D and a 67. Now, these are both worn out completely. And when I said lowball coins, I meant, really low grade coins. Now, I don't, you don't really see these coins that often this worn out. This is about a fine 12, if you ask me. Maybe it would have been a VG. Probably towards the fine 12, though. Completely wiped, completely circulated out. Pretty crazy if you ask me, like I said. But not bad at all. Definitely not bad at all. Just thought it was cool to kind of put those aside. And then a couple more unique finds. This one, the reverse, looks like it's either toned or plated with something. I think it's most likely just weird toning. Probably unnatural toning though. Sent with a really, really big rim. Again, another week in a row. I think I found one last week like this. Whoops. 1992. Look at that rim. Freaking massive. Really thick. Really weird. We got a 60D, and I don't even know why I put this one aside. I thought maybe it was a D over D, but I'm not sure. The 62 or 63D, it's been an acid or something. Looks like 67 for a second, but it's a D mint mark, so it would be impossible. But I think it's a 62. Pretty interesting right there. Found a MAD. This is not really that major. But you can see the left side, misaligned die. It's circulated, I probably won't keep it. And then I found this really proof-like looking nickel. Look at this, really proof looking. It's not been cleaned, but look at that, just really reflective. I think it's an 85D. I've noticed a lot of these 85s look like that. The reverse has had that proof-like look to them. That's very interesting. I really, really like that one. So I might just hang on to that just because I think it's pretty neat. So that's that. Got a couple Canadian cents. Got a two George pennies, surprisingly. A 49, which I don't think I've ever found one of these in my box videos. I think this is only my second one. Pretty scarce for me to find one, at least. Unless it's, no, I did find one. I'm looking for the 48, I think. I think I'm thinking about that one because the 48, I don't think I found too many of those. 52, 61, 62, 64, 64, and a 67 that I'm keeping. Got three small dates, 60Ds, no planes. Got a 68S, 70S, 74S, 74S, and another 74S. Like I said, I'm just keeping these 74S's just so I can make a roll of them. Got the nickels now. Got a 1939 plane, 40. I'm not sure if that's an S. That might be an S. No, that's going to be a D. Yep. 40D. Very nice condition. I was actually surprised. That might beat the one that's in my book. It's a 41 right there. Pretty decent shape. There's a 46, I think. Got 46S. A little bit of lamination going on down there. Quite common on the 40s nickels though, so nothing, really to put aside from the others. And a 49D, which I'll take a look at this one, see if it's a D over S. If it's not, then I'll throw it back. I'll get the pile of 40s and 50s wheat cents. I think a couple of these wheat cents, I think about 5 of them, if I'm not mistaken, I got from rolls from my grandparents. They got me, my grandfather picked up a roll of cents at the bank, and it had 5 wheat cents in it. Let's go over a quick couple mix of dates. There's a 42D, a little bit uncommon. 44, 42, 55, 44. There's a nice 48S right there. 40, 56D. It's probably going to be a 57D, 53D, 45, 44, 44, and I think that's going to be another 44. So that's pretty much all of them. Really nothing major in here, just, a bunch of wheat cents of common dates. Even the 48S I'm not even going to put aside, even though it's in pretty decent shape. We'll see if it beats any other ones in my book. If it doesn't, then I'll probably just throw it back, throw it back. I'll put it with my other wheat cents. And I'm thinking about cashing in my box of wheat cents right there. That box right there says Andrew on it. Wheat cents, wheat cents, wheat cents all over it. I'm thinking about cashing that in to my coin store. They paid me 3 cents a wheat cent. That box is almost complete of $25 worth of wheat cents that I found corner hunting. Completely unsearched when it comes to varieties like over mint marks and D over Ds and all that stuff. I just personally don't look for that kind of stuff. It seems like it's just so time consuming, and there's so many different varieties that you can match them up with. But I personally don't, not really interested in doing that, because that would take me days upon days of identifying all of them. And there's probably a couple decent ones over there. Who knows? There might even be a 44D over S, but I highly doubt it, because I don't think there's really that many 44Ds in there. Maybe 20 or 30 of them. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna cash those in once it gets all the way full, and I'll tell you guys about it. And I'll turn $25 into $75, and I'll take that money and I'll probably invest in some coins with it, and then we'll just start the wheat cent process over again, because that's exactly what I've been doing. Those pennies there date from 2004, from when I found them, at least 2004, 2005, all the way up to present. Now moving on to the best finds here, guys. Got 2 2009 nickels. Really happy about this. There's a P and there's another P. I was really surprised to get 2 Ps. 39 million minted. And the roll, the tube of 09 nickels is actually getting quite full. Really surprised how fast I've been gathering these this year. So maybe by the end of the year I might have a full roll. I don't know though. But yeah, very awesome. And then I was really happy with this find here. This find I used acetone on for a little bit. And it didn't exactly really do much. It's a 55 and it's in really decent shape. And the reason why I used acetone on it is because there's some dirt up there and I wanted to remove it. And I managed to get most of it off. Acetone doesn't touch the surface of the coin. As in, it doesn't really clean it. It just gets off the surface garbage. So it doesn't really actually affect the patina or anything like that. It's pretty natural. And I hope you guys can see this. The lighting is all weird in here. I think I mentioned this a couple videos ago. I have a big tube TV in here right now for my video games that I've been buying at garage sales, and I think the light's actually reflecting off of it and kind of concentrated in one area, because it's actually a lot brighter over there than it is over here. And plus I have a big box in the way here, so this area is not the greatest right now. But 55D, pretty decent shape, like I said. My nicest looking 55D, look at that. The reverse is completely fine, nice and uncirculated, or at least almost uncirculated. This would probably just take an AU55, at least AU53. But what I really wanted to concentrate on was this side over here. It's a little bit dull, and that spot up there. And if I could make this coin a really nice coin like the reverse is, this would be my nicest coin, my my nicest 1955 D I have in my book, or for my book. So that's that. I'll probably just pop it in the book as it is, or do something like that. And this was an unexpected find, guys. Look at the condition of this nickel. This is a 1955, right? It's a 1955 plain. Look at this. One of the most difficult dates of the 1955, or the 1950s. The second lowest mintage, or no, the third lowest mintage of the 50s. Very, very difficult date to find, in especially nice condition like this. So I think this one beats my book piece. I know I did find an almost full step 1955 nickel coiner hunting last year. I think it had partial steps. It was like an MS 62 or 63. And that's probably my second highest I've ever had. And then this scent here. This scent stumps me, and you guys tell me what you think here. If I can get this in the right light, I think this might be a 14D, but I highly doubt it. It's a 19-1D. Okay, now I've seen auctions on eBay of scents like so, with that last digit a little bit weird, kind of like a blob, like it is on this one. And they've sold them as 1914Ds all the way up from $70 to $100. Now I'll try to hold that camera steady, but I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. I was thinking initially 14D, but now that I look at it more, it looks like a 12D. It can't be a 1910D because obviously they didn't make them that year. It can't be a 10S either, because that's certainly a D mint mark. It might be a 13D. That's a possibility. But you guys tell me what you think on that one. 11D, 14D. I don't know. If you look at it like that right now, it kind of looks like a 14D, but I'm not sure. There's no VDB done at the bottom of there, so it obviously would have to be pre-1918, not including 1918, obviously. So you could date this from between 1911 to 1917. So off the bat, it's over 98 years old. My best guess is either 1914D, 1912D, or 1913D. But I continue to look at this. You guys might be saying, oh, it's 1916D because you see the blob and it looks like a 6. And even though it looks like a 0 and it can't be a 0, maybe it's a 6, you know? But I'm really starting to think it's a 14D. Just because looking at it a lot, I don't know. I've seen a lot of 14Ds and I've held some in hand, and they look similar to this one actually. And the reverse relief kind of looks like the similar ones, like the some of the 14Ds. But yet again, can't always base off the reliefs of the reverses to date an exact coin, because obviously they were pretty much the same. But you know, what am I saying? I don't think it would be a 14D, but it's very possible. So I might just throw this in the 14D spot in my book and leave it there, and it'll be a questionable piece until I get an actual 14D, that is. So you guys tell me what you think. I'm just kind of out of focus there. Try not to shake that much, but kind of looks like a 14D if you look at it right now. I know it's hard to see, but you know, it might be a 12D, might be a 13D. All I know is it's probably my first, I think it's one of my first Denver Mint teens coins I've ever found coiner hunting. That's surprising because I usually find Philadelphia coins since I live on the East Coast. But yeah, guys, so thanks guys for watching. I have a coin store video from the past month. This is a bunch of coin store finds from the past month here. I have to upload that, but I don't know if I'll make it today. But yeah, guys, thanks guys for watching. Happy hunting, and I'll see you guys later.